I was a Victoria's Secret model for 9 years, and this was all they forced us to do. My Satanist mom hates my Christian business. Can you please buy my...
I failed art school because the
dad
teacher
is
said
the highest paid
nobody
teacher
cares about your
children. To quote Crazy Frog, what's going on? Is this just what the internet is now? Every time I make the mistake of going on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, pick your poison, I am time and time again presented with these types of videos. A sob story perhaps of a dying grandma whose only wish in life is for you to buy her husband's ugly pug slippers. An ex-model desperate to tell me what supplement will help me get rid of this stubborn belly. When I was first exposed to these videos, I'll be honest, I was a bit confused, but it didn't take a very long time for me to understand what's really going on here. All of this is a direct product of TikTok shops and the internet in general's a dropshipping economy. Dropshipping is when online stores forward customer orders to just like the actual place that's selling them, meaning the dropshippers don't actually hold any stock of their own. All they're doing is going on Temu and putting your address in the order. That's it. They take the thing from AliExpress, put it on a different page, mark up the price, and pray to God that you don't realize that that's the case. And if your shipment gets lost, well, feel free to take it up with no one. What might have for a moment been a profitable business idea has now become this thing that half of the population of dudes in their 20s try at some point. There are dropshipping AI online courses. The horrible sentence. Databases telling everyone what the hot new product you can sell for over 10 times the original price is. Like Ghost Abs 2.0. I know you guys love the first one so much. Gabby Bell made a very good video about dropshipping, which you should check out after this video. Today though, I just want to focus on the ads side of things. Over the past year or so, I have collected nearly every single dropshipping ad that has popped up in my feed, and there have been so many of them. I especially decided to focus on the ones that don't tell you that they are an ad, which, come to think of it, is all of them. The act of dropshipping is inherently based on hiding a pretty big truth, which is why it's not very surprising that these ads lie. They lie like crazy. And because there's essentially no barrier to entry for this field, this has just kind of become a numbers game. How much can I flood your feed with my supplement or plushie or jar with a bunch of Bible quotes to top the other people selling the exact same thing from AliExpress? How outrageous and borderline immoral can I make my advert to make you notice me more? Well, we're gonna deep dive into all of that. I wanna look into these companies, the shady usage of AI actors in these things, so much more. It's a race to the bottom, and today, I will be your race commentator. Is that a job? I assume so, but what do they talk about? This guy's fast. Oh, now this guy's faster. We're gonna start this video off strong by tackling once and for all the topic of Christianity being used to sell some stupid shit on Instagram. So I've actually talked about this subject multiple times on my second channel. Here are the thumbnails. Here are all of them next to my face. Every time I'm tempted, there's a person crying it's an emoji, and there's a broken heart. So let's see this. Tempted to do what? They pulled out a toilet roll. They're about to watch explicit content, and then they're like, wait a second. They go back to their bed, and they pull out this. That Bible jar, baby. This was really my entry into this world. Throughout this video, I saw this person present all sorts of things that this Bible jar of theirs can solve. With the help of the Bible jar, you can tackle these pesky little problems, such as going to town on your own ding-dong, doing it again, but with a hand sanitizer for some reason, vaping, oh, that's not good for your lungs, doing the deed once again, but this time, someone realized that you have a problem, so they tried to hide your going to town kit under a pill. And lastly, taking your own life? What? This last one really revealed to me the nature of these videos. These people do not care. There's no real boundary to what they're gonna put in one of those ads. And if you take down their account, they're just gonna open 5 more. The one I talked about in this video, that account is gone, and yet I have seen multiple other Jesus items being sold in similar environments. Similar looking kitchen, similar looking thumb. And at this point you might be wondering, is this actually dropshipped? I mean, it's just a jar with a bunch of notes. How hard can it be to make this thing on your own? How lazy? Here it is being sold on Alibaba for $230. Nearly a tenth of what this one website's selling it for. The funniest part is when you watch these ads, if you pause even for a little bit to think about the logic of what's going on here, I mean, there isn't a lot that makes sense. I showed it to my friend Andy and he was really confused.
Oh. So I'm assuming what they're trying to tell me right now is that to stop myself from sinning, I should purchase this jar. Scripture.
They're color-coded.
Oh, they're color-coded?
Yeah. So lines from scripture that are supposed to help you when you're anxious.
I can't really see his arousal one.
No, horny isn't on there.
Well, that seems a little counterintuitive.
In the Christian dropshipping cinematic universe, we also have a Jesus plushie that helps Christians with anxiety, which they didn't actually sew. It's $4 on Alibaba, and I'll feel ridiculous, like an absolute clown, if I didn't bring up the famous Bible bracelet. My non-Christian mother kicked me out after discovering. He made me feel lonely. Okay, this is hilarious. And this person went so deep in the attempt to prove that this is them. They're really trying to pretend that they're that girl. This person, he put like a big old hoodie sleeve. But then you can just see that it's like a guy's head. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the Bible, at this point, might just be in the public domain. Maybe. I think it might have been out for long enough. I'm pretty sure there are apps that you can download where you can read the Bible for free, or like websites for that. I don't think there's a real reason to buy this. I think one of the only reasons you would actually go and buy this would be because you feel bad for this girl, who, by the way, I have no idea what's the original context as to why she's crying. I don't know if this is actually a person who filmed themselves as they were getting kicked out of their home. If that is truly the context, that makes that ad so much worse. And this leads us to the next type of ads. The old lady crying ads. A question that might pop up at this point is, how effective are these ads for dropshipping stuff? Really, how many people actually believe these things? I mean, a lot of it kind of clearly seems like it's not real. Are you just talking out of your ass again, Pinely? Like that one time where you said that Venom and Tom Hardy have a sibling-like relationship. Well, no. And yes, I was wrong about that. And to prove my point, this next video that we're gonna talk about has over 700,000, not views, but likes. All right, well, I'm in the future now, and the video's been taken down. The whole account's been taken down, so I can't prove to you that it had 700,000 likes, but please just believe me. Please, I'm sitting here begging you to believe me. Luckily, though, we can still react to this video because Maya, the superstar researcher, has downloaded all those videos in advance because we felt like this might happen eventually. Please, everyone, say, thank you, Maya, the researcher, or else I wouldn't have a video. Please subscribe to honor Maya the researcher as I show you this horrible video.
Please share this.
This is already so sad. Share what? This is beautiful. So this is a deeply emotional video. Her husband started a slipper business and he can't get any sales. She says, please share this. Hasn't gotten any sales in 6 months, but he's working, and then we suddenly see, I'm looking at the hand here, and I must say, these old folks must be using some pretty good hand cream. This hand doesn't look a day over 20. But then, if you go to the same account, we can see that there's a bunch of different looking grandpas over there, with a bunch of, like, slightly different stories. Her husband, he started a slipper business to fund his shelter, but he hasn't made any sales. This is really sad.
Nice. I mean, I love animals. You know how much I love animals, especially shelter animals.
His shelter, something happened, and then he had to sell those slippers.
Right. Yeah, something happened at the shelter.
Something horrible happened at the shelter.
Something terrible.
Nobody cares about your stupid grandpa's ugly pug slippers. Everybody hates the hand mic. Everybody hates the handmade pug slippers by your grandpa. My grandpa's slipper business aren't ugly. He just needs one viral video. That's really nice that all of these different granddaughters that all of this guy's different granddaughters that all look like they came from different families decided to band together and support her stupid grandpa's ugly pug slippers. That's right. I was the one to leave all those hate comments. This is, I guess, the opposite of rage bait. I mean, it tethers on it, let's be honest. You're supposed to be angry about, you know, these fake comments. But I guess we can call it wholesome bait. That's the goal here. The goal is to get you to watch this and think to yourself, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to make the world a better place. It's time for me to step in and buy a slipper. I decided to test the emotional impact of these ads on a control group of 1.
Pleasure and displeasure.
How much pleasure did you get from this video?
I did not get any pleasure from the video.
How overwhelmed by emotions did you feel during this ad?
Well, I felt pretty overwhelmed. I'm gonna go 2.
How much did you emotionally connect? This is really the only one that matters.
I think it's gonna have to be a 4. And I only say that because I don't know enough about the man and his slipper company. For his age, he's quite the craftsman, which leads me to believe that he may not actually be the craftsman.
Well, that's not in the questionnaire here, so let's focus up a little bit. If you go to my Nebula page, you can actually see the exclusive version of the entire video that we filmed together. And may I say, it's pretty great. Nebula, who I'm partnered with and are sponsoring this video, is an incredible prestige ad-free streaming service. They also have some great prestige exclusive shows for you to watch. I reckon you're gonna love Jetlag, their travel competition show. Bunch of really cool content creators participating in that. It's really, really fun. And check out their comedy debate show, Abolish Everything.
Abolish sunscreen. For too long, white people have been living with no fear.
They even abolish Cybertrucks at some point, so that's good. I myself try to post around 1 video a month on Nebula for you to watch exclusively. That's the only place you could watch these things. I did a video about Will Smith's return to rap, now that he's in his post-slap era. I love drawing huge heads, and I love seeing them in media. And most recently, a video where I go over a bunch of scrapped video ideas that I've had. It's a great way to support creators you love. You can scan this thing over here or click on the link in the description to get all of what I said and much more for $36 a year. This also gives you 3 guest passes per quarter, so you can just give that to your friends and let them go crazy, go nuts. There's no restrictions. They can watch every single Nebula video. $36, that's about as much as what you could buy these pug slippers for on this dropshipper's website. Although on Temu, it costs $4. I tried to find out who this lady is exactly and what was the original reason as to her crying. Was she actually doing so, knowing that she's promoting something? I don't know. A reverse image search mainly revealed that her presence on the internet is literally just as a tool to promote dropshipping businesses. Small business grandpa, book-themed necklace for avid readers, a Taylor Swift reputation album, insights and highlights. Huh. Helping my husband struggling baby bag business. There's more, I could keep going on for ages. Support a new rug business, unique gift ideas for your girlfriend, and help a small Christian business. Probably something similar to what we saw at the start, probably one of these things. The goal here is to, I guess, manufacture one of those classic, we did it internet type of stories. And this isn't a rare thing at all. There are countless of these people, real people, who have cried for reasons that I don't know, whose tears are being cynically gathered day after day to serve as the advertising fuel for a product that some guy in his 20s found about via some f***ing business newsletter. And one of the worst examples of this that I've seen comes in the form of the art dropshippers. I want this title card to kind of look like word art, you know, the rainbow kind of word art thing. Can we have it kind of show up as I say that? There's something pretty amazing about painted or drawn art. More than a lot of other art forms, there's something so immediate about it. There's this direct impact where you feel something and you can put it on the canvas right there and then. God knows what I felt when I made this little right here. Now, the art dropshippers we're gonna talk about are, I guess technically on some level, they don't fully align with the dropshipper term that I gave earlier. But as this video is more about the ad side of things, I think you'll come to understand that there is enough of a connection here. It seems like they do like a print-on-demand thing with like AI art or just straight up stolen art. Not that not that AI art is not, but you know, more stolen. That's not art? Oh, really? I mean, I think it's pretty stunning. I mean, if this isn't art, I can't wait to see what this person does consider as that. Oh, and it's just a screenshot from Fortnite. Yeah, there it is. It's just Fortnite. It's just a place in Fortnite. Well, you know, I guess that's fair. Video games are art, and it's pretty impressive that this guy created Fortnite. But what I really think I should talk about is, well, it's this heartbreaking video. Try not to cry challenge, okay, everybody? This is a cry not to try challenge. Failed art school because the teacher said anime is not real. This video has 93,000 likes. So yeah, this poor soul failed because the teacher was like, that's not real art. I don't even know what this is, this anime thing. What is this? Just a randomly connected thing? Just a bunch of lines and colors? That's not art. That's just a bunch of things. She's crying as she's drawing this. And then we see her anime art, which I don't think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think this, although some of the colors are similar, would lead to this. I don't really know about that. I don't think there's a direct correlation here. Anime is absolutely 100% a valid art medium. In fact, it is one of the top grossing and popular art mediums in the entire world. Shine on. You're incredible. Your art is beautiful, girl. Don't give up. Girl, those are amazing. So jealous on your art skills. That's beautiful that she made this. The actual artist that made this is a completely different person. Their name is here on the screen right here, and Maya the Researcher found it. Shout out Maya the Researcher. Let's all give a shout out to Maya the Researcher in the comments. Nobody wants to buy your stupid Taylor Swift art. And okay. Completely different person. Different hand, different clothes, different everything. Just cutting into a completely different thing. And there we go. Nobody cares about this stupid Taylor Swift art. They are jealous. Jealous. Please don't cry. Your art is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Keep up your work. Just ignore the hates. We actually looked into this drawing, and even though, you know, these websites are not necessarily 100% reliable, an AI detection website stated that this drawing is 99% AI generated. So this time we actually did manage to find the original person crying in the video, and I'll be honest, I find this to be pretty damn frustrating. This is Selena Gao, an artist that often posts her art on TikTok. Her most popular video is this. It's the same one we saw used for the Dragon Ball Z video. The only difference is that they conveniently cut out the text at the beginning that says, drawing cause I'm sad. Not because of some imaginary haters or some art school teacher that doesn't even make sense as a real person. Selena felt sad and decided to sit down and draw out her emotions in a way, reacting in a raw way to how she felt at the time. She even has a video pinned to her page explaining why she has a bunch of videos of her crying while drawing.
I promise I'm not sad all the time. There's just a voice in my heart that never feels seen, heard, or understood. I'm so sensitive to the world around me, yet I cannot communicate my feelings well. Growing up, art was the only thing I could turn to during times of frustration, anger, or grief.
Selena's process with her art comes at an almost direct contradiction to the way her videos are being used. Here she is, bearing her soul, and these guys cynically look at that and think, yeah, no, I think I can farm this. I think I can add this to this growing pile of videos that I have of people crying. Do they have that saved on like their desktop? Yeah, I mean, they must. They probably have a folder on their computer that like is just a bunch of videos of people crying, ready to like drop in and use. That's crazy. Because dropshippers don't put the same sort of restrictions on themselves when it comes to advertising, and because they know that if you went along with your day and saw a normal, not like exciting ad for pug slippers and or like an AI art of Taylor Swift, that your chances of buying these things would have been quite low, because even if you find these things cool, these aren't things that you necessarily need, like on a fundamental level. They know that you probably wouldn't buy this unless they make you sad. Unless you're like, that's fucked up that they said that about your Taylor Swift drawing. Here, let me pull out my credit card to make you less sad. So yeah, I think if you're not aware of these formats, there is a decent chance that you could get tricked into doing this. It's a stretch, but I can see it. What I am genuinely confused about is these AI actor videos, specifically for these like health scams. Here's a title for this.
I was a Victoria's Secret model for 9 years, and this was all we were forced to do to stay perfect.
That's all they forced you to do? Jesus, what a dark premise.
They made us drink chia seeds every day. My breast grew 2 drinks in 15 days.
That genuinely caught me off guard. My breast grew 2 drinks in 2 days because of these goddamn chia seeds.
They forced us to eat kiwis to improve the smell down there, as the kiwi regulates pH levels.
They forced us to eat kiwis as kiwis improve the smell down there. I wanna scream. All right, and then later on they go on and advertise a thing. All of these ads are quite similar to one another. Let's check out another one.
My aunt was a model for Victoria's Secret in the 90s.
This time, it's not her that was the Victoria's Secret model. It's her aunt. Yeah, I guess it's not really a contradiction. I guess it can be a sort of like family endeavor, you know? And here we can see the exact same woman speaking in Portuguese. There's a solid chance you might have seen this woman as well. I've seen her in so many of those ads. There is an industry that entirely hinges on people selling their likeness to these AI actor companies. You can choose an AI avatar, sometimes generated and sometimes off of real videos. There's an article I'd like to read to you guys from Japan Times that talks to an actor who sold his likeness to be used by AI. When talking about how the shoot actually works, this one was half a day's shooting, a green screen and a teleprompter. The actor has to display different emotions, which will allow the artificial intelligence to make the avatar say all sorts of things in an infinite number of languages. The contracts offer up to a few thousand euros, depending on the duration. And you might be like, well, a few thousand euros, I mean, that's quite a substantial amount of money. Well, let's hear about some of the terms here. A lawyer who has advocated on behalf of actors said, the clients I've worked with didn't fully understand what they were agreeing to at the time, even sometimes granting worldwide, unlimited, irrevocable exploitation with no rights of withdrawal. So yes, a few thousand euros, that's a good sum of money, but it's forever. Forever. I mean, that would be it. Your face, your voice is there, and it can be used for anything. And as we can clearly see, it is used for anything. Trying to make money as an actor is tough. So you go to your room, pop out a green screen, record some lines, not knowing that your body and voice are going to be used for something like this.
13 years as a pussy doctor. Nobody believes me when I tell them this. Pineapple cucumber salad will clear out the poop stuck in your gut.
My God, this man has spent 17 years as a pussy doctor. Yes, that's the real term for it. Not to mention 7 grueling years in the College of Pussy Studies and the University of Oxford. Nearly 2 decades of work after that, he finally decides to speak up. Ma'am, as your pussy doctor, I must advise you, eat this cucumber salad. Medically speaking, it will clear out the poop in your gut. And she just laughed in his face. I did a music video a few months ago about a charlatan dentist who has a diploma from teeth school. This is as dumb. Like straight up. This thing that I wrote, like because it's supposed to be dumb and a joke, is as dumb, if not slightly less, as the concept of a doctor saying, yeah, I'm a doctor. Anyways, unsurprisingly so, he advertises some sort of supplement at the end of this. A lot of these supplement companies are technically engaged in something called white labeling, similar to dropshipping, but what they do is that they take an existing product and then they just slap a new label on it, meaning the exact same supplement can be sold under a different billion little different names. And in some of these ads, they actually don't treat me like a complete idiot. Really, doctor? Really? In an attempt to gather some form of authenticity, they hired these sort of like fake influencers to casually recommend their product. What does this mean? Well, fake influencers is a bit of a weird term. This job has a very low barrier to entry. Evidently so. But there is a pattern to these videos. At the start, you try to establish a sense of casualness. I am recording a video, as I usually do for my job.
Dad's one of the highest paid nutritionists in all of Florida, yet no one believes him when he tells them these things.
And to add to that casualness, you do that thing that they often do in TikToks, where they do another task while recording the video, like peeling something that has clearly already been peeled a little too much.
If you drink coconut every day, it'll help loosen up that double chin because of the high potassium content.
Sir, please stop peeling this potato, please, sir. Please, are you stabbing it? What are you doing? As you go along with your video, you want to build a form of trust, so you start giving advice.
You can toss out all those expensive face creams and just start using beef tallow as your moisturizer. It's like twice as effective at removing all those stubborn scars as normal retinol.
It's questionable advice, yes, but not one that has a motive in and of itself. And you keep on going.
Green tea is a great way to get snatched down there.
Wait, what? What is he saying?
Green tea is a great way to get snatched down there, but
What
honestly,
in
the favorite
God's
hack my
green
dad
earth
has me
does
on is
this
taking
man
it.
mean? Green tea, good snack for belly? Did the teleprompter app on his phone have a glitch, or is this some sort of stroke? Because there is a video of this guy that I talked about on my second channel where you can see the teleprompter through his sunglasses. It's pretty funny. All of this is just a process of rolling the red carpet, so the real, true best advice can walk in.
Honestly, the favorite hack my dad has me on is taking an NAD booster. NAD is the naturally occurring molecule in our body that turns food into energy. So the more NAD you have, the better your bodily functions are going to work. This includes everything from how you feel when you wake up in the morning to that afternoon crash after lunch, and even the way that you look. As we age, our NAD levels fall off a cliff, especially after 30. So when I turned 30 earlier this year, my dad put me on this shit ASAP. The one that I use is this one from Research. It's like $100 at his doctor's office, but you can get on the TikTok shop for like $39.
Now, okay, they're selling these supplements for $39, saying that they're discounted from, $60? But if you look at Alibaba, and this is kind of crazy, and one of the craziest markup that margins that we've seen yet, the original exact thing, just with a different name, can cost as little as $2.50. Their website has this contact email, we've censored some of it, which is almost the exact same contact email as this website, which sells sex toys. These people aren't experts on anything, yet here they are jumping from selling something from this field to another. Dropshipped sex toys? The rabbit hole goes deeper. We found that the phone number is the exact same phone number as this fashion brand. This is the link for the face lamp thing, which is copying a website of this real company fully. Here are the two comparisons. Graham, if you can write on one which one's real, which one's the fake, I think that will help our audience. And here are the two links. They've literally just added an S. And also it's connected to some other health supplement thing. Diving in a bit deeper, this company is registered to this one address that is known to be a tax haven of over 285,000 businesses. There are over 285,000 businesses registered to this place right here, which includes also like Google and Apple and shit like that. There's some like tax breaks that you can get by being registered to Delaware. So many dropshipping and white label companies are connected to this exact address. Crazy, crazy stuff. What I'd like to do now is leave you with some tools. You might have already noticed from this video that these people are, luckily enough, not incredibly creative. Nature of the job, I guess. They have very set formats that they all copy from each other again and again and again. I wouldn't be surprised if some dropshippers literally take videos that other ones have done and upload it to their page, because, you know, what the are they gonna do about that? And so to help you detect and avoid these ads as effectively and quickly as you can in the future, I will now lay out all the different formats. So these are kind of like the main ones we've seen so far. Lots of classics over here. I was about to sin, but then the Bible jar stopped me. Everybody hates my tiny little, stupid little, tiny little small business. Andy and I went over a few more of them though. My mom hates my stuffed animal business, but I trust that people will support me.
Damn, she hates her mom so much that she doesn't even consider her mom a person.
So you wouldn't believe this, but Stanley offered them $2 million for their design.
No way. No way.
We declined because it's worth way more than that.
Another missed opportunity, sharks. I was
My recording with Andy was a blast, so go to my Nebula page, check it out. I think you'll have a good time. This heavily supports the channel. I also went on Andy's channel to talk about a different but similar type of ad sort of situation.
We still do have one more thing to figure out.
What is that?
Well, obviously I gotta get the drill. Are you actually?
Have a good day, and please subscribe. It makes me happy.
Thank you.